Farescape Engineers Inspector Summary video. Here we are in Newark. This Farescape is an all-welded Farescape system. And what we have here is all welded treads, all welded brackets, sister brackets because they ran out of materials, holes in the walls, and all the through bolts with plate on the inside, which needs to be verified, are all welded and not structurally welded, just single weld line. So it looks like this Farescape was actually built here on site. I question a little bit of the stringer and the thickness. Usually these are all quarter. This is just 3/16, but that's not really my concern. The concern is that all the welded treads are starting to pop. They all need to be bolted. Otherwise, we have to X-ray or load test this Farescape. And prior to doing a load test, we'd have to do what's called a reverse calculation on this. Now, this thing is also out here without a bracket. So this is kind of a weird scenario what they did here. They cantilevered this piece, like they cantilevered that piece up there. So we need another bracket over here, through bolted and epoxied back into the wall. So again, somebody put this, most likely without a permit. We are getting, see those stains? That's an indication that water's getting in, rust is coming out, and it's coming down. So the Farescape did not pass its confidence test at this time, cannot be load tested at this time, needs repairs to be made, and I'll keep talking about what they are all the way down. I think this Farescape is fairly new, so most likely this particular Farescape has no lead on it, simply because it looks like it's a recent fabrication, probably within 25 years, so it most likely does not have lead. But again, all the holes into the wall of all the through bolts is not done correctly and welded. The stringer clips are incorrect. A lot of just, you know, the professionalism was not here. There's lines missing on these rails to close that up in case somebody trips. They're going to fall right through and kill themselves. So, but all the treads are all welded. So 100% of the treads need to be rebolted to avoid the load test. All welded brackets need to be rebolted to avoid the load test or X-ray. All the connections into the building need to be verified to avoid the load test. And you see, when you look underneath, you start seeing the rust, and it's popping all the welds. So we got to seal all these from up above, make sure there's no water getting in, and put 3/8 bolts on all the treads. See, this cantilevered platform here is incorrect. This is not standard construction. Putting these brackets here, so we need a bracket on the outside. They are most likely epoxied back into the building and picking up that corner. It's holding up the ladder. Farescape does have enough paint on it, so if you want to just repair it, and then spot paint it, it will pass. But I would recommend a full paint job. But again, it looks like a Farescape that was basically built on site, and a lot of these flats are spongy. And as you can see, look at this. Look at this. That's not. So you're going to need, and they're welded. See, when they do this, they break the weld. So this one already broke the weld here. This is what you're trying to avoid. Okay. So we need to get some stiffness underneath these things. The span is too long for the thinness of the bar. Usually it's 1/4 inch, and these are less than 1/4 inch. All welded connections must be backed up with a bolt to avoid the load test or an X-ray. You got to fill in the sides. So this is one of those Farescapes that's going to need to be repaired, reinforced, some additions made of missing pieces in order for it to be prepared for the load test. Or if you refurbish enough of the structure, there is no load test because you've refurbished it and eliminated the concerns about all the welds on the treads, on the brackets, and into the building. Paint-wise, she's not so bad. Close up these holes here. Again, she will need engineer oversight. She will need a load test. Or if you, again, refurbish the Farescape, there is no load test. Any questions, Farescape Engineers? This is Inspector Cisco here. 866-649-0333. 866-649-0333.